Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Carolina Panthers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The ball carrier.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first
play, picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them. Big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
The previous play is under review.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And Burrow going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 20. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. On first down, Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. No score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Throwing is Hurts. And he connects with Hurts. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run this with Akers. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
12 more yards there and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
They wind up getting 9 after tacking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, yeah, good job.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. CD for them, this has just been offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Getting set for the next drive, the tight end, Zach Ertz. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all 3 will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And anyone quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last. He did him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
It'll be Hurts on the option. They get this out left, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. first down. They'll start out with Akers. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's high. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's high. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Jaguar first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That is a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Again, it'll be Akers. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second down, Akers, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And some room to work. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that. This is 3rd and... Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right. Around the 38. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one. That one, they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Hurts will throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now the Panthers down by 2 touchdowns. 46 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Eric Murray.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Panthers going to use the first. first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. It'll be Hurts on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hoyer. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.